thing I wanted to talk about because being from the oil and gas sector, I might know a little bit about this, but let's just go to Trudeau saying nothing to reporters as he returns to his hotel. Usually he can't shut up when he sees a camera around, but things aren't good. And now every time he opens his mouth, he says something stupid about Donald Trump. So maybe he's taking some advice and shutting up. I don't know. Let's see.
Bonjour, Monsieur Trudeau. Avez-vous une réaction sur les nouveaux tarifs que Monsieur Trump voudrait impliquer? Monsieur Trudeau?
Is Canada a viable country?
Is
Who
Canada
asked
a
that?
viable country?
Who
Wow.
asked that?
I wonder how the mainstream media feels being shunned by Trudeau, like how we're repeatedly treated by him out in the field
Yeah.
and in his own leadership debate question Q&A period.
Yeah. That's odd for Trudeau because I think that was foreign media there. He loves to talk to the foreign media. He fancies himself to be a darling to the foreign media. And now they're just shouting questions at him like the rambunctious rebels instead of him
He's
stopping to show off his socks as he gets out of the limo.
He's in Paris right now for
Yeah.
the Artificial Intelligence Summit. I mean, something artificial intelligence, if we're all here for that discussion, how and why can that summit not be attended by Zoom, right? This is another case in point where Justin Trudeau, who lectures everybody on their carbon footprint and has implemented a sweeping indiscriminate carbon tax on Canadians, is globetrotting every which way to attend these globalist summits. And this time it's on artificial intelligence. So I think this could easily have just been done on Zoom. But of course, it's the backdoor deals, the backdoor meetings and discussions and the schmoozing and the partying that you just can't miss out on when you're trying to tell everybody else that you can't take a summer vacation because as was it Mark Holland who just became unhinged in Parliament last year, telling everyone who was going to take a week-long family vacation with their kids that they were going to burn the planet if they drove or God forbid flew a plane to get there.
Right. And then Justin Trudeau, when he's announcing his response to the tariffs, saying, cancel your vacations to the United States and take a family road trip in Canada. And it's like, excuse me, Mark Holland lost his marbles telling me that I would spell the end of the earth as we know it if I drove around in my SUV a little bit too much. Now that's the patriotic thing to do. Which one am I supposed to do? Like, if you were just a mindless liberal, you would not know what to do with yourself because you would be looking at the liberals for advice about how best to live your life. And you're like, do I listen to Mark Holland in the summer or do I listen to Justin Trudeau right now? And by the way, why is Justin Trudeau at this AI conference? He resigned. He has no business being there. If you are just the placekeeper until the liberals select the new prime minister, without allowing Canadians to vote on it, then why are you in Paris except to have a big howdy-do with your globalist friends one last time on our dime?
A schmooze fest. Yeah, it's like sit down, take a back seat, let the real adults take over. But here he has some weird comments apparently from the AI conference where he gave a little speech. Hooray for Trudeau.
Do we have
Governments, the private sector, and civil society need to think responsibly about how AI is shaping the world. We cannot let AI pollute social media with empty slop and cunning disinformation. We cannot let it grow even more the rifts within us, rifts that are already so deep between the haves, the have-nots, and the have-yachts.
Oh, like him.
We cannot let it drive our citizens further towards cynicism, populism, hopelessness, and hatred. AI could unleash the potential of every human being to contribute, to create, to positively impact the world around us, but only if we choose to shape it that way.
Oh my goodness. It sounds like he's just paving the way to also put algorithm and censorship stipulations onto AI, because
Yeah.
God forbid we have it generate some things that are grounded in logic and reasoning and free expression and free speech.
Or just
What do you call
fun,
it? The slop?
the slop. He called it slop. And by that, he probably means
Empty slop.
those fun AI generated cartoons of Freeland and Carney and Trudeau. I don't know if you've seen those. They're sort of poking around on X. I forget who makes them. But they're pretty funny because they dump their voices, and it's obviously not like, you can tell that it's dubbed. And by the way, it's not real because it's a cartoon. And they have these little cartoons that make fun of Justin Trudeau and the Liberal leadership race. So yeah, of course, somebody as vain and ridiculous as Justin Trudeau would find that to be slop instead of just the peasants making fun of the king, which would really irritate the king.